Hello everyone, my name is Nicholas Colwell, and today I'm going to be giving an informational brief on United States maritime border security. In this brief, I'm going to be going over the who, what, when, where, and whys of U.S. maritime border security and why it is important towards national security with the United States. U.S. Maritime border security is headed by the Department of Homeland Security, and its main missions are to enforce customs laws, immigration laws, environmental laws, drug interdiction, and violations of U.S. law in the maritime sector. The different agencies that are combined to create the maritime sector of the Department of Homeland Security are the U.S. Coast Guard, U.S. Customs and Border Protection Office of Air and Marine, and U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE. These are the main agencies that do focus on maritime border security. Now, the things that they do deter and counteract terrorism, ensure border security, obviously, enforce customs laws and regulations, so importing goods and exporting goods, making sure legal goods and services are entering our country, and to provide emergency management, such as the Coast Guard providing search and rescue operations and emergency response towards hurricanes and different event and flooding efforts, or flooding events and such things like that. Now, this is a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week mission. Maritime border security terrorists never sleep. Illegal immigration never stops, and people are always getting hurt and in need of help out on the water. So maritime border security is always something that is happening. There's always people standing by and ready to respond to incidents that may happen at the border. Now, these incidents, the jurisdiction of maritime border security is all the way out to the 12 nautical mile line, and it surrounds the entire United States. In the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean, all the way up in the Great Lakes towards Canada, the Atlantic Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, and also the Arctic, where our close friends to the north, the Russians and the Canadians, we have borders with both of them. Now, why we have maritime border security? According to the U.S. Congress Committee of Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs, a tighter land border increases. Crime organizations are moving towards marine operations to bring contraband into the United States. So right now in the news, there's a big push towards larger and stricter land borders. And as this happens, terrorist organizations and criminal organizations will be pushing towards marine operations to try to get products and services into the United States that are illegal. Also, according to an article from the Heritage Foundation, $1.5 trillion worth of cargo passes through the U.S. seaports, representing 40% of all American import and exports. So, the maritime aspect of the United States' commerce is also a huge part of the American economy, in which case we need to make sure that our maritime borders are secure and safe to make sure that products can enter and exit our country. In addition, environmental management and environmental disaster is a big reason why we have maritime border security. Like I said before, for hurricane response, for flooding response, for search and rescue missions, and humanitarian efforts as well. In conclusion, maritime border security is an extremely vital aspect of our country's national security, protecting our country against terrorism, against illegal immigration, drug interdiction, all such things as that. It's there to prevent, detect, and suppress violations of laws of the United States. That's why these agencies work so hard to make sure our borders are secured. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me. If not, have a nice day. Thank you very much for listening.